All right. Welcome back, everyone, to the Contessa NBA podcast. I'm your co-host, Ethan Cope, here once again with Max and Alex. And today, we're telling you not to hype up preseason.
Yeah.
This is a PSA.
I'm wearing my LeBron jersey right now, but you know what? This is a time
wearing my Tatum jersey.
This is a time that we all need to take off the jerseys.
Wait, I don't want to take mine off.
I'm not wearing it, but you already know.
Take off the jerseys, take off the favorite team goggles.
This is the official flag of the Paul George Army, everyone, right here. You want to take a look at that?
I hope you get a lot of nasty DMs from Laker fans after that. But,
it was funny.
Okay, so the point of this, just a PSA, stop taking preseason so seriously. You guys suck. People who take preseason seriously. Let's start with the guy that's been taken most seriously during the preseason, Talen Horton-Tucker. He's not getting 33 points at any point during the season. I
think there's some things you could take away from preseason, but if you're expecting THT to become that third star for the Lakers, it's probably not going to happen.
Right.
No, it's not.
I don't know, man. I think it's
probably better than Montrezl, but
You hear that, Laker fans?
Anyways, everyone seems to fall into this habit every year of taking preseason seriously, and we really need to stop that. I'll give you guys credit. This year's preseason was probably more competitive than previous ones, just because a lot of guys haven't played basketball in a long time, and this is their first chance to get some reps in. So they're taking it a little bit more seriously, especially with training camp missed. So they need to catch up to speed a lot faster. I'll give you that. But overall, you guys are stupid. You guys are dumb. You guys are dummies. Stop it. Last season, Kendrick Nunn had 44 points in a preseason game, or 40 points, whatever. He was with James. He was scoring. He was competitively scoring with James Harden. And at no point during the season did he ever score 40 points again. So, and then there was that Anthony Davis performance from last night where he got 35 points. And all these Laker fans are going, this is, AD has arrived. This is my MVP. Stop. It doesn't count.
I got into Twitter beef with someone today about that.
Yes, you did. And you're right, because it doesn't count. It's a great performance.
Because this guy posted great stat line, and I was like, motherfuckers are dumb as hell. It's just preseason. And then
it is.
He was just like, hold on. I got to bring this shit up.
Look, yeah, and it's not to say that preseason isn't valuable. I mean, obviously we saw some – I think one of my main takeaways from preseason was watching KD, John Wall, and Boogie. And
yeah, KD's looking monstrous out there.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it's a good first impression, but, take everything with a grain of salt, a big grain of salt.
So this Laker fan – clearly a Laker fan. He has Anthony Davis in his profile picture and is at his Laker prime time. If you're watching this, I don't know you, but your tweet sucks. And he posted Anthony Davis' stat line, 35 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 6 3-pointers in 30 minutes. This is my MVP candidate. And I said, bro, it's preseason. Motherfuckers are dumb as hell. He said, so what? These stats aren't impressive? Or I said, like I said, it's preseason. It doesn't count. You're talking about these numbers like they're counting for his regular season stats and for his MVP.
It counts towards MVP campaign. Yeah.
Yeah. And he said, dang, bro, so apparently you have to say whether it counts or not.
It's just factual, it doesn't count. But
and then he said, me looking to see where I said these numbers counted. I was like, bro, you were talking about him like he just upped his MVP resume.
Look, Laker fans of all people should know preseason doesn't mean. I mean, it doesn't. Who cares? Who cares? None of these games mean anything. I remember in 2013. Xavier Henry had 29 points in a preseason game, and Laker fans were going, "Oh, this dude and Kobe, they're gonna be so good next to each other." And Xavier Henry averaged like 9 points on the season, at most. But Laker fans don't learn too well.
My favorite preseason player of all time is like Kawhi, because the dude is just literally out there just chilling. Like his last 2 preseasons, he's averaging like 11 points on like 30% shooting, and it's like he just does so much dumb shit in the preseason. It's like it's interesting, and then opening night he drops 30. And they did this thing in the bubble with him too. It's like he had like a 5 of 19 game, and people were like, "Oh no, what's happening?"
So stupid.
Yeah. But then again, Kawhi did, wet the bed in the bubble. Anyways, we're talking about preseason. We're talking about preseason.
He really had one bad game in the bubble.
No, that's true. He only had one bad game. It just happened to be the game that mattered most.
I'm not going to bring up your newest, biggest addition that sucks at basketball in the playoffs. It's fine. I'm not going to mention his name. It's okay.
Oh, Montrezl Harrell?
Montrezl? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Harrell.
Basically,
what else
our point of this is...
This was another... What did someone else in our group chat say? They said, this is we're going to be unstoppable because we went through preseason undefeated, and the 2012-13 season, which was the Lakers' first season with Dwight Howard, they went 0-8 in preseason. Therefore, we're going to be undefeated or whatever. It's like, dude, God,
they sucked that year because they had injuries, and they decided to hire Mike D'Antoni over Phil.
Yeah, not because of preseason. And not only that, the preseason before that, they went 0-8, and they were the 3rd seed in the West that season. But
I've been told my favorite team season is already over. So
yeah, and that's another thing. You guys are crazy for saying that the Clippers season is over because the Lakers' 3rd stringers beat them. Like Alex said,
the media is disgusting. The media is so gross.
Why do you...
All of like ESPN gassed up Town Horton Tucker's performance.
He had like a steal against Kawhi, and that was like the new ESPN Luke thing.
Oh
One more thing on preseason. Did you guys see that thing with Jay Williams where he was brought on SportsCenter to talk about Giannis's extension? And then he was talking about Giannis's extension. He was like, "Man, I don't know if it's the right move. I don't know if he'll be able to win in Milwaukee. Have you guys seen that guy THT down in Los Angeles?" As if.
Oh my God. This is what gets under my skin because the stupid... I can't curse in my own house. I mean, I can, but like I'd just rather not to. But like these stupid MFers in our basketball group chat want to say, "Oh, these guys uncontested, they're the ESPN analysts, but you got Jay Williams out here gassing up THT like he's better than Giannis."
Dog, it's what Ethan said. It's become so disgusting. Like I can't even watch these like shows like anymore.
I don't watch them anymore because
Like,
they all have the same goddamn opinion about everything, and they gas up the stupidest shit.
There's like nothing to it.
It's so boring.
Talking.
They're incredible. They're so incredibly reactionary, and I don't know how I don't know how they associate our opinions with their reactionary. I don't know.
It's not even here's the thing. It's not even the Lakers' fault, but like the media last year hated the Lakers, and they were like, they're not doing anything. LeBron's old. They win a championship and act like they've been supporting them since day one, like forever, and then they gas up anything good that happens to them. But then also, like there's other examples like LaMelo Ball like not scoring any points in his preseason game, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's gonna be terrible at scoring. He won't be able to score at all." It's like, bro,
he won't. But
okay, but
it's
really, like you came to that conclusion after his first NBA game ever,
which didn't even count.
Preseason, like, bro, come on.
We should just change these to exhibition games. Like preseason gives it too much. It gives it too much of a name. They should just be exhibition games, and that's it.
It's so stupid. It's so dumb.
That's why, like, I watched the 2 games against the Clippers, and I missed the last 2 Laker games. And I'm not really feeling like I missed anything because I didn't. I don't care. I who cares? This doesn't count towards anything. It doesn't matter.
I was
Exactly.
told
That's how it was watching the 2 Celtics games. It was just like they got beat down both games, but they're injured, and it's preseason.
no, it
Look,
was
and
not-
look, this isn't to say like Anthony Davis didn't have a nice performance. I mean, he played great and he's a great player. But
But we knew that
to
already.
to say that this contributes to him being an MVP or this
Yeah,
means
people-
anything at all, it's just
apparently he's
amazing.
gonna surpass KD this season, from what
yeah.
I've
I mean, dude, he's an amazing player, but let's not gas
Preseason-
him up because of preseason.
The whole point of preseason is to see what young talent, a young unproven talent can do, show their potential, and people coming back from injury. So people like Kevin Durant, who look good. But you say he looked good because we didn't know how good he would look coming back from an Achilles injury. John Wall, same thing. DeMarcus Cousins, the same thing. It's just that's all preseason is.
There's some things you got to look at in preseason just to kind of like take a look at it, but you really shouldn't like look too much into it.
Yeah, and it's also mainly like for building rotations.
Yeah,
That's
like
what a lot of it is.
what I got from preseason is KD, John Wall are looking good off an Achilles, and THT might possibly be a 9th man on the Lakers or an 8th man. That's what it is.
He's not getting more than like 10 minutes.
He's not even
I don't even think he'll get 10 minutes. I don't know where they would throw him in the rotation. If you think about their starting lineup, you got LeBron,
KCP,
Anthony Davis,
start, so.
Morris,
Markieff Morris, and
Gasol.
Marc Gasol. I couldn't think. But then also, so that's 5 people already. You got Dennis, Trez, Kuzma,
Caruso,
and
so
then
that's
Tucker.
already. Yeah. So this like at most he's the 10th man.
And look, he's working his way up, and I don't know, like we get.
And that's not to discredit his performance, but people are like the media's acting like he's an all-star caliber player now.
The 3 of us get called on for like saying that players should wait, don't say that they're that good just yet. Why don't you wait for them to prove it? And we get called old heads because of that, but it's fine. And it's the same thing with THT. If THT is really that good, he'll work his way up the rotation, and we'll eat our words then. But until then, he's the 10th man on the rotation.
I was going to say to our listeners, if you guys ever want to be like astonished, just follow any basketball pages that do polls, and then you just look at the results, and then that 48% of people think THT is a future superstar. So that's new. And John Wall's better than Paul George now. So how it is.
Painful.
Yeah. People only remember what happened like the last week or so.
All right. Anyways, we're going to get into our main segment of this podcast, which is award predictions.
There you go. Award predictions.
Great transition from overhyping 80s preseason performance, talking like he's about to win MVP, to our actual predictions. So,
which is funny because I'm sure one of us will pick him as MVP probably.
Maybe.
So.
Okay, anyways.
I can't wait for my pick.
Well, okay, so let's just get one thing straight. It may seem hypocritical that we're doing award predictions right before the season starts, but it's not based off of preseason. It's based off of like how
knew.
The rotations we've seen in preseason, plus like their new roles and what we expect from them in the coming season. So we're not hypocrites. Right. Anyways, let's continue. Do you guys want to start MVP down or work our way up to MVP?
I think we should say best for last.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go executive of the.
Yeah, we can do that.
Executive of the year.
I would probably just say Rob Pelinka.
Rob.
Just because I mean, we know what he did with the Lakers this offseason. It was good. They just won a championship and their team got even better. So to say that Rob Pelinka won't win executive of the year is probably I would put my money on Rob Pelinka.
Alex?
Yeah, Rob Pelinka. Pretty much what Ethan said.
Yeah, I'll have to agree because just if you look at this organization 2 years ago, I mean it was a dumpster fire. Not even 2 years ago, a year and a half ago.
Yeah, that
Magic was leaving. LeBron almost requested a trade, which people don't even talk about. But if the Lakers didn't sign another, or they didn't get another star, LeBron was going to leave. You had all of these contracts falling apart, and there was a lot of pressure. Rob Pelinka took over, and he assembled a team that was good enough to win a championship, and then he got new pieces that were even better. And I think he used the cap, what remaining cap space he had, he used it pretty well. Not only that, he re-signed his two best players and got them under contract. I mean, there's not the resume speaks for itself.
All right. What's the next one? Six man?
Most
Or want to
improved?
do coach?
Oh yeah, coach. Yeah, there you go.
We could do
I think coach. This is an interesting one because there are a lot of really solid candidates this year. But I think I'm not saying he's gonna win, but I think one name that can be brought up is who's the Hawks coach?
Lloyd Pierce.
I have no idea who his name is, but I think he's a good candidate this year.
That guy needs some help, man. He needs to bring up that win-loss, that 500 record up. Oh man.
Yeah, but
yeah,
I
these
think
poor coaches that I'll take over your team that is absolute garbage, and then
but
it
also
just
the
tanks
Hawks
their
have done a
career
lot
average.
this offseason, so
Yeah.
I think
They have.
if they get into the playoffs, he already has that strong case to win Coach of the Year. And if the Hawks do damage in the playoffs for whatever reason, then
Yeah.
I still think I think that even ups his case even more.
Regular season award.
Yeah. So I think another probably Rick Carlisle or
That was
I could see
Mark
that.
Carlisle. Is it Rick or Mark?
Yeah, Rick. Rick was gonna be.
Rick.
Yeah,
Okay.
Rick's my pick for Coach of the Year.
Yeah, I feel like that's a really safe bet just because, I think we know Luka is even going to take another jump this year. And given, KP's injured for a little bit, if they find their way into the playoffs, possibly do some damage. Well, I guess playoffs don't count.
Well, I think if Rick Carl wants to win Coach of the Year, they have to pull up the predicted or that 3 seed that I predicted.
Yeah, but also staying in the West, I think another good coaching candidate could be Monty Williams.
Oh man, I was about to say that. Okay.
I think that might be my vote this year. But I think it also is going to help a lot with having Chris Paul.
Yeah, that's like
Coach. Yeah, but they also lost a lot of depth. Okay, I have a few options. So Monty Williams is one of them, definitely. Yeah. Adding Chris Paul, of course, but I mean,
we saw how good he was in the bubble.
Yeah, he's not a good coach. He's a good coach, and now he has a lot of pieces to his to use. But they did lose a lot of depth, so it'll be interesting to see how he handles that. Another Rick Carlisle is a good one because Kristaps is out for the first month or so, and so they're gonna have to figure that out and then integrate him back into the system when he's back. Another one would be Doc Rivers. I don't know if he can make it work with Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons.
Possibly, I was going to say possibly Steve Kerr with Clay out and little depth.
Yeah. There's a lot. I mean, it all depends on the seeding. And then if the Rockets trade James Harden and they're a top 5 seed in the West still, Steven Silas should get it. I mean, just what he's had to deal with so far was a lot. So, and then the one I actually think is going to win, the one I would put more money on than the other guys would be Steve Nash because he's got the narrative. He's a first-time head coach. He's got 2 very strong personalities to deal with.
Yeah, award.
And he's got a championship caliber team.
Coaching awards in all sports, basically. Well, in most sports are really favored toward first-time coaches because if you come in and right away, your team goes far, then they like to give that to first-year coaches.
Except they didn't consider Frank Vogel. I don't know why.
I don't know either. But
who won it last year?
But also,
Nick Nurse.
okay, well, Frank Vogel had been a coach before. That wasn't his first season coaching ever.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true. First season coaching the Lakers, though.
Yeah.
But hey, man, I'm happy Frank Vogel's finally getting his props.
Yeah.
But
I think,
either way.
I think another coach that's a really solid candidate is my coach, Brad Stevens.
Hell yeah.
I don't think it's happening. I'm sorry. I don't think it's happening.
Listen. The Celtics are going back, and they're going to lose in the Eastern Conference Finals again, just like they do every other year. But if they can get a really high seed, given like the players that they're missing to start the year, Tristan Thompson, Kemba Walker, and with how competitive the East is this year, 1 through 6 is probably 1 through 7. I would say the playoff teams are competitive, but after
they're not getting any lower than 5th though, no matter what.
Kind of try. Yeah, but here's
or 4th even really.
Also, with Tatum probably going to help his case, probably having an MVP caliber year, if I had to guess. I think if they can really get like a 2 or 3 seed, given how competitive the East is with their injuries right now, I think he has a strong case. But I would say my vote this year is probably Monty Williams for the Suns.
Yeah, I would go Rick Carlisle. That's my final vote. And you said Nash Max?
Wow, we're all split.
Yeah. I like that. We need that diversity in our.
Shout out Ty Lue, though. He's about to like scream at someone and tell him to get fucking big, Zoo. I already see
Frank
it.
Vogel's just gonna chill. He's just gonna chill and like make proper rotations and amazing defensive adjustments. So I'm all right. I'd rather have the chip anyways than the coach of the year.
Yeah, that's cool.
Sorry, Steve Nash.
So,
all right. Anyways.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Let's get to
most improved.
Most improved. Okay.
Yeah, most improved.
Can I go? I think my pick's like a lock. It's happening 100%. No one else is beating.
I already know what he's gonna say.
DeAndre Ayton, it's happening. Chris Paul's gonna.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
DeAndre Ayton's gonna turn Chris Paul into a monster. No, Chris Paul's gonna turn DeAndre Ayton into a monster. Like, he's skilled all around. He could finish. Chris Paul's definitely gonna hit him with those middies at the baseline. DeAndre's gonna be hitting them. Like, Chris Paul made DeAndre look a lot better than he was. Made Tyson Chandler look a lot better than he was. And DeAndre Ayton's at a much higher skill level than both those guys.
Yeah.
So I think DeAndre Ayton's a lock for it.
I have a question though. Do you guys think DeAndre Ayton? Because I was thinking about it. I was trying to rank the centers. Do you guys think DeAndre Ayton is better than Nurkic?
I'd take him over Nurkic. I probably would.
Ooh. I know what the group chat would say because the newer player is always the better one, and they also love DeAndre Ayton for some reason.
No, Nurkic is solid,
Shaq,
but I think both. Shaq. I think both are more than capable defenders. DeAndre just has a lot more in his offensive arsenal.
Than Nurkic, really? I think Nurkic can pass a lot better.
Pretty versatile offensively. I would say they're kind of in like the same tier. I wouldn't really say one's better than the other.
Yeah.
Nurkic is on the slower side, though, as a big man.
Who?
I said Nurkic is more on the slower side as a big man. DeAndre Ayton's a lot more mobile.
Yeah.
In the current NBA.
Yeah, they have their pros and cons as a player, their strengths and weaknesses, but I would say they're kind of on the same tier right now.
I think I would probably take Nurkic right now. I think DeAndre will surpass him within the next couple of years. But I would say like Nurkic can. Like, I feel like for DeAndre to be really, really good this season, he has to play off of someone else. Whereas Nurkic, I feel like he can be good in any situation.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Doesn't change anything.
I think Nurkic is also more physical in the paint.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't really think one is better than the other right now. I mean, we've seen what Ayton can do. It just sucks that he got suspended last year. So
DeAndre 8 roids.
DeAndre
Yeah.
8 roids.
By the way, that's Ethan's fantasy name.
He gets second place
8
behind Max
AYT.
just for that name.
All right. Anyways, I would say my pick. I want to say. I feel like I kind of want to go with like a sleeper pick this year.
You're gonna say who I think you're gonna say, aren't you?
I'm gonna say most improved player this year.
Come on, man. The suspense is killing me.
I'm doing
What are
my
you doing?
research. I'm doing my research.
He's been okay. You know what? I'm gonna just go.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay.
The most improved player this year is gonna be Kelly Oubre.
Oh, okay.
He has the opportunity to
I
take
don't
that
know
next
about that
step
one.
alongside Steph Curry. So probably be, second 2A along with Wiggins. Wiggins is going to be the same player. He'll never improve anymore in his career. Yeah, I think he's at his cap.
I hope that's not the case.
But
Man,
Yeah, I don't know about that pick.
I think Kelly Oubre is going to take a huge step up this year, and I think he's going to help the Warriors secure a late or a low seed playoff spot. Given that Klay Thompson is out, I don't think he can't completely fill that role of Klay Thompson, especially on defense and 3-point shooting. But that's my pick for this year.
okay. So I have a couple. One of the picks I had was Christian Wood. I feel like that's a really safe choice. A lot of people are projecting, with a bigger role in a really good system.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna really flourish. People point to his preseason performance, to which I say, just wait, okay? Just wait until the season starts.
He was hitting threes and people were like, oh my God, he's the perfect stretch five for the Rockets.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he was hitting threes before that, though. Was he? I thought
he was hitting a few threes.
Oh, okay. I thought he was mostly an interior dude for the most part.
No,
he was versatile on offense for sure.
But he got that bag, and now he's in a good system, so he might take another step up.
I'd be surprised if Boogie plays more than him.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know. It'd be interesting to see them together. It'd be unconventional for today, but
they can both stretch the floor though, so it's possible.
It'd be interesting. I want to see it. I really want to see it. What else? Who did I say? One of my other candidates was Alex Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges has been a solid defender. I think he could be an even better defender. He's got a huge wingspan for his body. I think he's going to get more action now that the rotation for the Suns has thinned a little bit because they gave up their depth for CP3, among other pieces. He's going to have the.
Dude, I thought you were talking about Miles Bridges this whole time, and then when you said Suns, I realized, Mikal.
No, Mikal Bridges.
Okay.
No, Mikal Bridges has an opportunity to be like that third scoring option on the Suns. Wait, no, fourth. What am I talking about?
Yeah,
but
fourth.
He's definitely, hopefully he can start scoring more, catch and shoot threes, creating his own shot, and just further improving his defense. And then I had one other. Alex, who did I say was another pick of mine? I told you right before we started the podcast.
I thought.
Shea?
Yeah. Nah.
Who?
Shea's interesting, but he might win it. But I don't like the whole giving most improved player awards to sophomores. You know what I mean? It's
well, he's a third-year player. Mikal Bridges is also a third-year player.
Oh, third-year, right. Why am I'm tripping. Yeah, okay, then I could see Shea. Yeah.
I was gonna say I was thinking about Shea for my pick, but I feel like the Thunder are just so bad right now that it's kind of hard to give an award whose players' stats are probably just gonna be padded in a sense, just because he's the number one option on a really, really bad team. So
same. No, I get that.
That's why I'm going with my super pick, Kelly Oubre.
Cool. Man,
If you disagree
more
with that,
power
go
to
ahead and
you.
contest it.
Yeah, I'm
Just come
contesting
back,
that for sure.
I mean, I don't want to hear it at the end of the year when Kelly Oubre is a MIP candidate.
You said that is my candidate. That is
Yep.
he is my. You didn't say I think he has a good shot. No, you said that is my candidate. So
That's my pick.
yeah, okay. Oh, another. Okay, so I finally figured out the one I forgot was Thomas Bryant. I feel like his role is expanding, and towards the end of the season last year, you really saw him to start taking a larger leap, and now he's with one of the best pick and roll players with Russell Westbrook. So
yeah, he's pretty solid, man.
yeah, he's he's going to go from a guy who is kind of like overlooked, like got 15 minutes a game, to just a really nice piece to have, like just a rim runner, a shot blocker, kind of an old style center. I think he does shoot threes, right? He can shoot threes a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Sorry. Wait,
he
who
can-
again?
Thomas Bryant.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's okay. You'll know who he is at the end of the season.
I know who he is.
No, but he's definitely got an opportunity for him to take that award.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's all I got.
What's after most improved? Is it the
six
rookie?
man.
Oh, 6 man.
Well, rookie's cooler, so we'll go 6 man first.
Okay.
Yeah.
6th man of the year.
I don't know. I don't know the rotations well enough to know who's coming off the bench.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Okay. I need to ask you this first, Matt. Is Schroeder starting or not?
Why? I'm not Frank Vogel. I
don't know, because he was like at his introductory press conference. He did the whole I did this coming off the bench thing past couple of years. I want to start so I could.
Can I just take a side note real quick? I am really worried Dennis Schroeder is going to create locker room problems, and I have no idea why. I just have this really weird feeling that he's going to create some kind of locker room problem. Anyways.
Montrez tweeted out something today. He was like, man, it really hurts when the ones in your corner don't love you. I'm like, just wait until you have a bad game and your DM start flooding with Laker fans.
Yeah.
I think a candidate for 6 man of the year, a 6 man of the year candidate is going to be Spencer Dinwiddie.
Yeah,
starting.
But he's starting.
Over who? Okay,
over everyone.
Then Joe Harris is going to be their 6. I don't know. Whoever.
No, it's going to be their starting lineup. I think is Kyrie, Spencer, Joe Harris, KD, and then DeAndre.
If DeAndre's starting with Jared Allen, Nash deserves to be fired immediately.
Okay.
Yeah, but KD wants.
So this was their starting lineup against the Celtics, and I think against the Wizards. Hold on, bringing it up real quick. Yeah, so their starting lineup is Kyrie, Spencer Dinwiddie, Joe Harris, Kevin Durant, DeAndre Jordan.
I don't like that at all for them. Okay, not Spencer Dinwiddie. If Schroeder
Karis
starts,
LeVert.
Yeah, that's true. But if Schroeder starts, then Montrez will win 6 man of the year again. And if Schroeder doesn't start, then it's going to be either him or Montrez, depending on how the rotations shift out. I think the Lakers will get a top seed. Montrez will get his cool 15 points, 6 boards off the bench, doing his thing in the regular season, and then
doing his ISO in the paint,
and then getting swatted by someone a lot bigger than him. But you have some players who are 82 game players and then 16 game players, and Montrez is a perfect 82 game player, and he'll probably win 6 man of the year again, I think, especially with the whole clutch buying people in the media thing. So yeah, I think he got it.
I think my pick is Karis LeVert this year.
Yeah.
I think it's
either. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, given the opportunity the Nets now have with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, it's gonna be a pretty popular pick. Just to have the 6 man of, probably one of the best teams. Unless barring some crazy injury or something. But Karis LeVert will be coming off the bench. I would say Dinwiddie, but he's starting because that was my pick from the beginning. I thought he would be 6 man of the year, all along. But since it's Karis LeVert as a 6 man, That's who I'm going with.
Yeah. So I'd either say Karis LeVert or one of the two guys on the Lakers, Schroeder or THT. Can I say THT?
Yeah, the thing is, there's not a lot of candidates for like 6-man this year. I mean, you can maybe
It's hard because you
just
need to know the
like-
rotations.
like Lou Will possibly.
I think Lou will probably be in the top 3 again, just like the last 5 years.
Yeah,
part of the culture at this
You
point.
know, he's gonna put up like 19, 20 points per night in the regular season. So, Lou
Kind of,
Willis still has that option, but I think voter fatigue is kind of finally caught up with Lou Will. So, I think they're kind of.
Maybe MPJ. I don't know if he. I don't know if he's.
I think he's
I was
starting.
thinking that too, but I think
starting.
Well, Will
He's
Barton
gonna
might
be
start because
starting.
Will Barton's coming back.
Well,
Then
let
I
me
would say
see.
MPJ and Will Barton are probably whichever one comes off the bench are probably
Will Barton's a good
candidates
one.
as well. Those are probably good calls.
Yeah.
I want to see that right now because I'm actually interested.
I don't know if Will Barton can get that that media attention though that he needs to get the 6-man award.
Yeah, and Denver's also kind of like a small market team.
Yeah. Jokic is never winning MVP.
Oh, Michael Porter Jr. is coming off the bench. Ooh,
So he has a chance.
He has a chance. Yeah.
That's interesting.
I'm
still
really
going
think-
with Karis LeVert. Wait,
I
but
really
he
think-
started. Wait, what? Okay, so he started. Hold on. He started 2 of the games, but came off the bench in one of them.
I wouldn't be surprised if he starts on the bench and then ends up starting towards the end of the season.
Yeah, I'm gonna just stick with my Karis LeVert pick.
I honestly think Schroeder, Harrell, and LeVert are locks for the top 3. And then if Schroeder doesn't start, then Lou will probably be in the top 3.
Maybe Chris Boucher or Norman Powell.
Chris Boucher is.
If Alex Len is starting over Chris Boucher, then
Nah, the Raptors are starting.
Yeah.
Aaron Baines.
at center though, no. Chris
Yeah,
Boucher is a power forward. Is he not?
Chris
No.
Boucher is a center.
Ugh.
I mean,
Okay.
I guess he could probably play both, but
Aaron Baines is a floor spacer, so I don't know. We'll see what the Raptors got cooking.
I hate Aaron Baines. He always haunts me.
He was an
And
MVP
then-
candidate for the first couple weeks last year.
That's true. Till he broke Steph's hand and then the media turned against him.
Yeah.
Anyways, so rookie of the year, I am pretty sure we all have the same answer. LaMelo. LaMelo Ball.
Daniel Tour. No, it's LaMelo Ball.
Well, okay, so we think LaMelo Ball. We all know why we think LaMelo Ball. Who else do you think is gonna give LaMelo a run for his money? Or could give LaMelo a run for his money?
Probably the other 2 guys. I don't know. Wiseman, if the Warriors do good and he's averaging a cool 10 points, 10 boards, some blocks.
Yeah, no, I think LaMelo is gonna win Rookie of the Year.
I think it's like you said, Ethan. It's his award to lose. I think.
Yeah, it's his award to lose just because he for sure has the biggest role out of any of the rookies. I mean, if you look at Wiseman, you got Curry on that team, obviously, so he's not going to be that number 1 guy. But if you look at
He's also got a lot of
LaMelo-
scores.
Yeah, exactly.
Wiseman.
So, there's Kelly Oubre, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green. But if you look at Anthony Edwards' situation, you got Malik Beasley, who improved a lot last year. Shout out Scottie Pippen.
Yeah.
Okay. That dude might be in prison, all right?
I'm
so
kidding.
They also have Russell and Rubio though, who are also guards.
Yeah,
They'll probably
and
get
Cat.
more minutes than Edwards. So
I also just don't think Edwards I just
He
don't
wants to
think
play
he's gonna put up.
football. He wants to play football.
He's not I don't know. His mind is
Oh.
elsewhere.
yeah, he might be good, but Kyrie needs to put some sage in the Timberwolves locker room. I don't get good vibes from Anthony Edwards.
I think they'll be fine, but
He's like a Lance Stevenson.
There's
type.
just too many options before Anthony Edwards and James Wiseman. If you look at LaMelo, especially with Gordon Hayward injured again, that's crazy.
Damn,
Okay.
Yeah, okay, but here's
that's a bit mean.
this whole offseason was like the Celtics let Gordon Hayward walk. Fuck you, media. Hornets just paid him $30 million a year again to break his hand before the season starts, and you wonder why we let him walk. I'm just saying.
You got 2 draft picks back.
There's no. Yeah, I know, but everyone was like still. Everyone was like loathing Gordon Hayward was such a bad, and that's no hate on Gordon Hayward. First off, I still, he's still a good player, I think, but I'm just saying, just feeds into my argument that we really didn't lose much. And first off, the Celtics ran through the whole playoffs without him last year, basically. And then when he came back, he was kind of ass, which makes sense. I mean, he was coming off
it was an ankle injury, right?
Yeah, exactly. So,
okay. So I have a couple
I'm just saying, I don't want to hear it from people.
Okay. Whatever, man. You're going to hear it from that guy that was tweeting about AD that you got into a Twitter argument with.
Oh, boy.
All right, so I have a couple of guys that could possibly win it over LaMelo. I think shout out Kevin O'Connor, Killian Hayes. I mean, Killian Hayes is in a very similar position to LaMelo Ball. Maybe not. I mean, he doesn't have Blake Griffin and Derrick Rose around him. LaMelo doesn't. Killian does.
All right, Blake, please, someone.
But Killian, they might trade Blake towards the end of the season, but Killian Hayes is going to be the face of that franchise, and he's already been handed the keys. So that's always something you have to look out for when considering your Rookie of the Year predictions.
Yeah.
And then my other one would be Denny Avdia, who I think is just that perfect, like.
He's beloved.
Yeah, he's just smooth with it. Like, I don't know what else to say.
He's a group chat favorite.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just because he's Jewish, but.
Great.
Oh my God.
Jewish audience, goodbye. Just
no, okay, no. I'm sorry, but no, our friends would not gas up Denny if he wasn't Jewish, which is fine. I mean, cool. They want to support, they're Jewish. They support the Jewish community, which is fine. But they're only supporting him because he's Jewish.
I'm not partaking.
I'm just
super
saying.
Sus that Ethan has blonde hair and blue eyes. Never mind. All right, never mind.
Stop. Don't do that. Don't do that.
No. Hey. Happy Hanukkah to all the Jewish listeners out there, by the way.
I wasn't hating on Jews. I'm just saying.
No, okay.
Oh my God.
You said it's sus that I have blonde hair and blue.
All right, I made up for it. I said Happy Hanukkah. All right. Anyways, but
we've lost such a diversity of viewers at this point. God.
I know we have like 13% of the audience that we originally had before.
It's just all American white people watching at this point.
Anyways, no, we lost those people too. Remember?
Come on, please continue, Max.
Right.
Oh my God.
No, I in the limited amount of what I've seen Denny Avdia do, I've liked what I've seen. He's a guy that can just go on scoring tears, like just make 2-3 buckets in a row. He can dribble the ball, he can pass, he can be that filler guy, that guy that your team is kind of missing something to like really get the offense going. Denny can be that guy to bring you guys up another level. And like I said, he's just crafty with it. And I just like what I've seen from him so far. So
yeah, he's a really solid playmaker coming off the bench for sure. And then especially, if you give him those minutes, you can really see what he does when Westbrook and Beal are off the floor as a playmaker. So I think
also
I agree. I think yeah, exactly. But I like that pick a lot. I don't think he's going to win it just because I don't really think he's in the position that, LaMelo Ball is. But
LaMelo has the shots, the minutes, and the hype.
Yeah. Do any of us not think Obi Toppin's going to get it?
No, he's not.
No.
All right. From the Contessa NBA podcast.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next time. No, I'm kidding.
The Knicks did destroy the Cavs, though, so that was pretty cool.
Oh,
yeah. Who are the Cavs?
Yes, the Cavs. Isaac Okoro looked good in the preseason game. That doesn't mean anything, but
okay, whatever.
I'm just saying.
Are we moving? Do you have any other
MVP?
So, yeah,
right?
Yeah, I was saying now is the time to move to the Big Boy Award.
Is it MVP?
Yeah.
Is there anything else? I don't think so.
No.
Okay, MVP.
Mac, go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna say my favorite is Luka, and then my second guy would be AD. And I feel like I don't need Luka, especially because he's got the keys to the team handed to him with Kristaps out the first month. So he already has that narrative going for him in the beginning of the season, like, oh, his second best player is out and he's having to carry the team. So if they can maintain like a 5th seed while Kristaps is out, a lot of attention is going to go to Luka. Plus, he already has the hype, and everybody's expecting him to take a leap. So all he has to do is just follow through on the hype. And it won't be Giannis again because voter fatigue, and it could be AD because AD is probably going to take over like the scoring. He's going to become the first option on the Lakers this season, most likely. There's a good chance. So you can't rule AD out, but probably Luka's the number one guy for me.
Go ahead, Ethan.
I was gonna say, I feel like it's kind of set up for Luka to win, just because I feel like he's gonna take that next step. And also with KP out, if he leads the Mavericks to a good record, he already has that media hype where everyone else thinks he's gonna win MVP. But I think the top 3 candidates, I'll agree with the Luka and AD. I think AD is gonna be a candidate, but I think that 3rd candidate is gonna be my boy,
Jason Tatum.
3rd in the MVP race this year, Jason
That's
Tatum.
a dark horse. That's a respectable dark horse because he is in a similar position that Luka's in. He's going to take another leap.
Yeah.
Another co-star out. In a very competitive. And if he can lead the Celtics to outdo their expectations, like get above that 3rd seed, there's no reason why he shouldn't be top 3 in MVP voting.
Yeah, I think Luka is probably going to be averaging around a triple-double. I think his shooting will improve too. I mean, it's really set up for Luka, but I think AD has a really good shot as well.
I think KD's starting to make some noise for it.
That's not because he dropped 36 points in the preseason game.
Yeah, KD's going to make some noise for that award for sure.
I was thinking KD is probably top 5.
He has if he can come back healthy and lead the Nets to like a top 2 seed, the whole narrative will be KD came back from an Achilles injury and led his team to a to a home court advantage like seed.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think those are really just your top 4 options. I think Luka's going to win it just because I feel like it's set up most for Luka. But I wouldn't be surprised if AD won it. I wouldn't be surprised if KD won it. I wouldn't be surprised. I honestly wouldn't be that surprised if Tatum won it. If, like you said, he can lead him to like a top 3 seed. Yeah, it all works out. I mean, I think everyone knows what we're going to get from Tatum this year. But, so I would say Luka.
All right.
So Alex. I can't wait to set this episode on fire. So
yeah. And I feel like our takes. Give it 2 weeks, and I bet some of our takes won't even last that long.
I just wanted to add one more thing. Another dark horse,
especially the Kelly Oubre one. Jesus Christ!
Don't sleep.
If you think
Kelly or not Kelly Oubre.
Don't sleep. I'm sleeping with the AC window open and the AC on.
Steph Curry is a dark horse MVP candidate this year. 100%.
I think you guys might pass out with my MVP pick. All right, so we have the typical, AD. I think like AD, Luka are like the favorites to win it.
Yeah.
But my pick's gonna be a fuck it pick. This is probably wrong. I don't care. Clippers are getting the 1 seed and Paul George is winning MVP. Yep. He's going back. Ethan Why? I was gonna say my little thing. He was 2 years ago top 3 in MVP. He's healthy this year.
Ethan's gone.
He didn't even hear it. My last point was unfortunately Ethan didn't hear my last point. 2 years ago, he was top 3 in MVP, and this year he's coming in healthy. And if the Clippers get a 1 seed, or if they get a top 2 seed, and he's back on his OKC 28 point per game, elite on both ends of the floor, you best believe he's going to be in the conversation. So, yeah, there you go.
I know we say, like, go ahead and contest it. I want to contest it right now.
Go ahead, yeah.
I don't think it's not there for him.
That's fine.
And I think you're incredibly wrong. And I think it's incredibly reckless of you to choose that
Why?
and jeopardize
Wait, can
the credibility of our
Wait.
podcast.
Wait,
We
can the
don't
Clippers
make-
not get a top 2 seed? Can they not?
They're going to get the second seed.
Oh, okay. And was Paul George in the MVP conversation 2 years ago?
Yeah, but was he also the guy that was like, I've just been in a dark place and then hit the side of the backboard in Game 7?
Yeah. And
That's still fresh in everyone's mind.
okay, if it's still fresh in people's mind, if he's averaging 28 on the year, elite on both ends, then hey, whatever.
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell myself either.
But I'm
So,
glad we have hot takes.
Anyways, this might be the last podcast with Alex in it. We don't know yet. No, I'm just
Okay.
kidding.
Okay. What
Seriously, though.
is Tatum is PG like that much of a worse pick than Tatum?
I think Tatum has more of a carry factor this season because Paul George is playing across from Kawhi.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Kawhi's gonna load manage, and you already know he's gonna do that.
No. Kawhi not load managing. Sure.
But still, Kawhi was top 5 in MVP voting last year. So you have a guy who was top 5 in MVP voting last year, along with yourself, and you have a very good season. Like, you have a couple of guys that have that carry factor to them this season, Tatum and Luka, that help their cases a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the only like 2 things. I think AD and Luka would be like a lock for the top 2 probably to go ahead and snag that MVP. I think those are the top 2
Going into the year, for
yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we did it. We got to the end of the award. I'm sure all of these listeners, every listener just hates us because one way or another.
No, bro,
our
they hate
picks-
me. Everyone hates the Clippers. So you know what? Fuck it. I'm on the train too. I don't care.
I like to
I
see
don't
that
care.
actually. I like.
I don't care.
All
I
right.
mean, hey man, Laker fans hate anyone that doesn't think that it's just all people in Laker uniforms down the awards.
The bad thing with the Laker
that win all
fans
the
now is
awards.
that they've been combined with the LeBron fans. And if you tell a LeBron fan
Yeah.
you think LeBron's the second greatest player of all time, they might want to fight you. So
Yeah, I don't know. It's very hostile out there. Bron sexuals, can you do everyone a favor and just die? Please.
and I have a hot take.
Do the world a favor.
Oh man. Oh.
Do the world a favor. I get it. We're old heads, but you know, I can explain my opinions a lot better than you Bron sexuals can. So.
All right. That's gonna do it.
Okay, we have 0 people listening after this episode because we just offended everyone.
I already saw I'm gonna set this episode on fire, so
All right.
I wasn't joking.
Well,
All right.
From the Contested NBA podcast, I'm your co-host Ethan Cope here again with Max and Alex. We'll see you guys next time. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. We're available on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify. If there's anything you disagree with us on, go ahead and contest it. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.